Oh, and here it comes, the final boss, with the best final boss music I think I've ever heard. A lot of people, complain that it's overrated, but I think it is amazing. This is One Winged Angel. And this is it. This is Safer Sephiroth. So, let's throw just a bunch of gil at him. Let's see, a big guard. Oh, there's something okay. I'm going to need to, dispel him, as, with Barret. But that's fine. Let's just throw Apocalypse. Actually, what, throwing won't even really help that much, will it? It'd be better to do the, other thing. Oh well. So, W magic. Let's get, Reagan on everyone. And I need Dispel on him. See, I think it's going to be best... Oh. Listen to that. And that will get rid of his barriers. So we can attack! So yeah, this guy would have a lot more, magic defensive for more people who have, level 99 characters. And we'll also have... And this is why you wanted to have long-range materia, because when he goes up here, unless you have long-range, you will not be able to attack him. But yeah, he would have a lot more HP if you, cast... Knights of the Round on Genova. Okay, I just defeated the last boss. Maybe I should have cast Knights of the Round on Genova. That was very easy, but I was very overleveled. There are other fights of him you can look up on YouTube because he has some crazy moves. One of them which takes your HP and MP all the way down to 1. Oh, that was something. But it looks like we did it. We should. Wait a second. Don't tell me. How? We destroyed him, like, utterly. And there it is. The end of Final Fantasy VII. So I began this Let's Play on a whim a little over a year ago, but I looked it up. The first episode came on June 18th, 2015. Right now it is September 5th, 2016 as of this recording. The reason I did that was because E3 had shortly been before that, and they had finally announced the remake to Final Fantasy VII. This game had always been my favorite game in the world, and the fact that they were finally doing a remake had me ecstatic beyond reason. And so, before the remake came out, I wanted to do at least one more playthrough of Final Fantasy VII, and just get it done as completely as possible, within reason. You know, I didn't want to make it tedious. And so I decided, why not just do it nice and slow and easy, and do it as a Let's Play. You could have fun with it, and perhaps other people would enjoy it too, and I didn't expect this to get too many views, and no it hasn't, and I don't mind that. That's not really the reason I did it. I just figured, you know, I might as well record it and share it for other people to have fun with it, too. Even if it's just a handful. And, I'm still not disappointed in this game. I still love it to death. I see its flaws more now that I'm more grown up, but that doesn't make me dislike the game any more, make me like it any less, I should say. It's still just an amazing game with amazing environments, music, storyline, characters. I'm so glad that I can really understand the storyline a little bit more now, since I've, you know, played the other games and studied up on the lore, and I am very excited for the remake. Unfortunately, since E3 of last year, there hasn't been too much more said about this. The E3 of this year, I don't think they said anything. All that we've really gotten is extended trailer for the game, as well as some gameplay footage, but it's very rough stuff still. But when the game does come out, I'm not going to Let's Play, don't worry, but you know I'm going to spend top dollar to get the best version of it I can, to get all the extras, to get the collector's edition, because this is something I've been waiting for so long. All this has been such a fun game. I can't wait for what the remake has in store. Like, one thing of course is as disappointing is the fact that Yuffie and Vincent don't really make it into the final scene. Just because they're optional and they didn't want to like have them in the final cutscenes if you didn't actually pick them up. So I'm hoping in the remake that they make them mandatory to get. Also hope they really do a better job at explaining the storyline, explaining about Zack, explaining about what the heck Kate Sith is exactly. Yeah, there's just so much I'm looking forward to with the remake. And I really, really hope it lives, at least in part, up to the original. I'm not expecting it to be the same experience. I don't want it to be the same experience. But I want it to sort of give me that same feeling from the story and the characters as this game did. Oh, and I love this music. This is the other main theme of the Final Fantasy series that always gets overlooked, this theme right here. Because the first one, of course, is the harp one that everyone loves, but I love this one. Sephiroth Choir, the ones who sang what little of the final boss theme you heard. Of course, is available on YouTube. And I honestly considered stopping the game right when I defeated Sephiroth because I thought that was too easy. But, you know, it's been a long path, and this was never really meant to be like a super strategy walkthrough of this game. I don't expect anyone to do the hours of grinding I did, and I'll admit, it wasn't tedious doing the grinding. I had fun with it. That's something I have fun with, is grinding. So I didn't mind at all. And it did make it fun for me to be able to defeat the weapons and to be able to just destroy the final boss. When the very first time I played this game, I got to the final boss, died, and didn't pick up the game for a very, very, very long time. So even though I'd gotten to the end, I'd never really beaten it. My sister beat it. She, for some reason, I'd never seen her play a video game before this one, and never seen her play one since. But she decided to pick up this one because her friends liked it, and she beat it, and so I got to watch the ending there. For the longest time, I never replayed it, and finally I did in my teenage years. Got through it, beat it, and was satisfied with that. Don't really know where exactly I was going at, but yeah, I was considering just redoing that for entertainment value, but decided, nah, let's just leave it as it is. I earned that quick and decisive victory. So if you're interested in seeing a more in-depth version of that final boss battle, or any of the final boss battles, there are plenty of low-level runs on YouTube. Look those up, those could be interesting. And I'm not sure what else there is to say. So yeah, off screen I'm going to get those last two achievements, going to max out all the materia, going to get 99,999,999 gil, then I'll call it good. I still doubt that this will be the last time I ever play this game. I'm going to wait for quite some time before I play it again because I don't want to be burnt out on it. But I like how I took it slow because every time I did play it, I was excited about it. It wasn't a chore. So this game is just fun from beginning to end. I recommend you get it, and you can actually get it now on the PlayStation Network. And they have a special things implemented that will put all your characters to level 99, where you can skip all enemy battles, etc., just if you want to get through the storyline. And that could be fun for more casual players. I would actually like to get that version just so I can, you know, go through it casually and not have to commit too much time to it. But I recommend getting that. This was the Steam version, of course. And it's just a good game, and in the future I would like to do other Final Fantasy games, and they would be done more or less like this, where it's just very simple side let's play, not very serious. I'd probably do the shorter ones first, but there are tons of other RPGs I'd like to do. Like I'd like to do Legend of Dragoon, the Breath of Fire, the Dragon Quest series. Ooh, 500 years later, what? And there's Midgar. Overrun with the life of the planet, ironically. Oh, and it just fades to black. Usually what it does is it says the end, and then you get this like sort of space scene, but okay. That's interesting. So yeah, like I was saying, there are other series I'd like to do. There's other Final Fantasy games. There's even the sort of spin-off Final Fantasy games like Final Fantasy Legend, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. So it'd be fun to do all those eventually. Of course, I'm going to have to be doing my channel for years and years and years and years and years before I even get done with half of what I would like to do. But that's fine. I got plenty of time. If I get to them, that's great. If I don't, oh well, that's not really what my channel's about. I'm more about the niche games, the old school point-and-click games, or you know, things like that. Or niche, whatever, niche. I hear we pronounce it niche for a lot of people. Anyway. And that's Final Fantasy VII. There are other games that actually go along with it. Now that this game is complete, I recommend, you know, going and looking at a video of all the limit breaks if you want to do that, because a lot of them show like the final bosses, and that would have been a spoiler beforehand if you hadn't seen them before. There's also a movie that's a sequel to this game called Advent Children, if you didn't know about it, so go ahead and look that up. It's a pretty cool movie. There's also a sort of spin-off game, or I was going to say sort of sequel, but it's a spin-off, starring Vincent Valentine called Dirge of Cerberus. That's an interesting game. I haven't played it since I was, like, for over 10 years. Yikes. Oh, what else is there? There's, of course, Crisis Core, which stars Zack. And is that all for the Final Fantasy games? There's like a mobile one that never came out in the United States, I don't think. And of course there's Kingdom Hearts that has Cloud and Tifa and Sid and all the good ones. So yeah, let me know how you like this Let's Play. Let me know what you think of it. If you do want me to show off a more challenge-oriented version of the final boss battle, I'd be glad to do so. This game is so much fun I could play it again and again. But I didn't really have too many viewers with this, so I don't expect too much of a response, and that's fine. This was just fun for me. I was a bit selfish with this one, and I don't really care. But I do hope that people did enjoy it, and maybe learned from it. This has been quite an adventure. It's finally over, and I'm actually sad to see it go. Usually with games, I'm like glad it's over, even if it's only like 10 episodes. This ended up being almost 70. But I will be sad to see it go. It's a great game. So that's all I really have to say. I've rambled more on this post-credits thing than I have ever for any other game. I feel like there's so much more I wanted to say, but I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions for me, any suggestions for other cool games I could play in this format, I already have one planned that will be coming up eventually. Because it's another one of my favorite games, and a sequel's coming out, so I'm excited, so I decided why not play it again and play it for the channel. So yeah, that'll be coming up soon. But this has been Final Fantasy VII. Often known as the best Final Fantasy in the game, well, in competition with Final Fantasy VI, but I prefer this one, of course. And that's all there is to say, so thank you for watching throughout this whole entire series if you have, and have a good day.